Alright guys, so I finally finished my wife's crawler. Had some issues, and so I had to do some fabrication as expected, and I'll tell you why here in a minute, but it's a few little odds and ends I need to do to it to, accessory wise to add to it, but for the most part it's finished. I just need to add some headlights, tail lights, but that's something that can be added here in a little bit. But right now I just want to go ahead and present her crawler, but I'm gonna show you all her crawler first and show you what I had to do to make this body fit this crawler. Now if the wheelbase is fine, if the wheelbase is correct with this crawler, it matches the body, but this body was made for an SCX 10.2 crawler. So and this crawler is not a SCX 10.2, it is a Remo Hobby short wheelbase crawler. So had some work cut out, and that I really been expected to go as extreme as it did. But anyway, let me show y'all without further ado. Here we go. Let me turn the camera around. So here we go. This is her crawler, man. This is her crawler. Like I said, it didn't turn out bad. I just got to add the lights in the light bucket, but other than that, it turned out okay after a few things I had to do to it. So excuse me. So here we go, the short wheelbase crawler. Had to do some modification. Well, I didn't have to do any modification to the so I didn't have to do any modification to the front bumper, which I thought I did. I thought I would, but I didn't have to. But coming around to the back, I did have to modify the rear bumper. The rear bumper wrapped around all the way around here, connected to the wheel well. And the problem I was having was the tread was hitting the bumper, catching onto the bumper on both sides. So I just cut it off there. And on this side the same way, I cut it off there, so it's not touching. Alright, that was maybe the minor issue. That was the minor issue. So look at the outside before I go and show you the other problem. So had to order some wheels for this crawler, for this project, but they never shipped. So I got my, they refund. So the wheels never shipped, so I got my refund back. They sent me a refund, so that was cool. So I just went ahead and stuck with these stock wheels that came on the Remo Hobby for the time being anyway. And we, threw a little paint on the wheels, trying to make it, stand out a little bit. So nothing major, just something maybe that'll catch your eye and like, oh, neat. So, but anyway, so the issue I had with this crawler getting this body to fit was that it wouldn't sit down onto the chassis. Because on this chassis, this motor sits up, so the motor and the transmission, it sits up so high centered. So and with the body, it came down so far and then just hit on top of the whole transmission box here. So that was a problem. And so with that being said, and after it hit that, even if we didn't have this issue, we would have had the issue of the shock towers being in the way of getting the body as low as we wanted to on the chassis. But Anyway, so we had this issue. It was no other way around it, I don't think. Maybe it was. Maybe you all can tell me in the comments different way I could have done it. But I did it the way that I figure would be just easier, faster to do. And which way was that? Just to get the cutting and chopping. And that's what I did. And I measured, I chopped, and man, finally, I ended up cutting just a big hole in the floorboard of this doggone body, man. So basically, I didn't lose anything other than the center console on this body, but I had to cut this hole here so the motor and the transmission can just sit up where the center console was. So that was the issue, major issue with that. And then another issue I had was with these magnet mounts. I didn't have an issue. So the issue was normally, I want to, connect it here to the front where the bumper brace or bumper bracket here is located. Well, I couldn't do it in the front because in the front you have all of this that's in the way, and with this bumper here being in the way. So with that being said, I didn't want to take this bumper off and not use it. I actually wanted to keep this bumper that came with the body. So that was another major issue. So for me to have this magnet mount here, I would have had to cut out all of this, and even this where the grill and the lights connect are installed right here. So so I didn't want to do that. So I ended up finding some holes back here as far back as I could that it would clear all this. And so got this spot right here where it's just clearing it. I mean, when I say it's just clearing this bumper edge, which I thought I was gonna have to cut this, but I didn't. So I had made a mark on it and everything where I was gonna cut it, but didn't have to cut it. So that was that on the front. And then on the rear, didn't really have any room because of, well, you had these in the way. But not only that, these rear shock towers here, they sat down up in here, and I got them pushed all the way forward, so they hit up against this stopper here. So if you look at it real closely, the wheels don't match up exactly how I would want it to in the wheel well, but it's close enough. So I'm gonna put the body on, which I have to put the front on first since I got this overlapping front bumper. So usually I just put the front bumper on, have to go under like this, and then and it clicks on like that, just that simple. And so if you can see in, and let me see if I can give you a closer shot. So there it is. So I had to cut up the interior, man. I didn't want to. I really didn't want to. But I said, what the heck. Now I do need to go in there and clean up the seat and kind of smooth down, sand that down. So I do have to do that on both sides. But so before I actually present it to her, I will shave those two seats down to get that excess debris out of there, and the little melted plastic from it being heated up when I cut. So, but yeah, that's how it's sitting up in there. So we just missing the center console. Kept everything else, kept the dashboard, kept the driver and passenger seat, steering wheel, everything is still in there. So even the driver brake pedals and the gas pedal is still down there, you can see. So yep. So we just gotta clean this up with the seats and everything, and it'll be ready to present to her. Like I said, got the magnets installed, man, and like I said, it's pretty good. Like I said, if you look at the wheel, like I would have loved to have the back wheel a little bit further up, probably about right here. I would love to be kind of centered. The front don't look bad, but it could go forward a little bit, but it's fine. And then you see what I was talking about. The shock tower here is all the way forward and set that stopper. And I didn't want to cut on it anymore, so I just left it just like this. So I couldn't fix the wheelbase where it's centered in the wheel well. So didn't want to lose anything else. Didn't want to lose the back seats. So we kept it like that. The magnets hold very well. Pick it up by hand, and they still holding on strong. So next is this wheel here. So I did take this off, and it's I don't know, the hex is smaller than a 12 millimeter hex, so I don't know if it's a 8 millimeter hex maybe. So I did shave it down, and I do have this is a 7 millimeter to 12 millimeter hex. So I shaved it down so I can actually fit these adapters on there, one of these adapters on there, and it actually worked. But the only thing is, I don't have the right size tire or wheel that can connect on here just yet, for it won't be in the way. As you can see, the size of this tire is perfect to where it's not hiding the third brake light, and it's not going too far down on the bumper. It's actually stopping where that tire indenture is at on the bumper. And so the wheel that I actually put on here, it was too big. It covered the third brake light, and also it couldn't clear this bumper. I mean, so I'm gonna figure something else out on this, because I could just take this wheel off, or I could just just wait and find some type of wheel that'll actually fit on here the way I want to. So for right now, we'll leave it on here. It don't match the wheels that's on the truck, but hey, it is what it is. So but other than that, we are done with this, man. Other than cleaning up those cuts in there and installing the tail lights and the headlights. Other than that, we're gonna be done. I may end up reordering those wheels, and hopefully they'll actually ship and get here. But for the time being, we're gonna let her take this for a spin with the stock wheels and just get her first impressions and how she like it, and we'll go from there. So all right, man, so I am finished with your elite crawler, your top of the line crawler. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready to take delivery?
Yes.
You sure?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
This thing is amazing. I don't know what the viewers said in the comments, but this thing is, like I said, top notch.
It's top of the line, right?
Top notch. Here's your crawler. I want you to look at it.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, I'm ready to do some crawling. Let's go.
Oh, you're so what you think about it? What's your thoughts on it just before you take it out for a spin? What's your thoughts? Oh yeah, they open.
They open?
Yeah, they open.
Okay. I like it a lot. You know, it's the top of the line and everything. You spoil me, boy.
So all we gotta do is pop the battery in, turn it on, let you take it for a spin. But you see all your accessories. Got your mirror,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Got your door handles, your doors open.
Yeah.
Got your little hood scoop.
I like it. I like it.
Got your stock wheels, but got the painted letters on that thing. So we're gonna, so guys, we're gonna.
Say the tire in the back.
Well, yeah, it came. That's the little stock tire that came with the body. We're gonna change that out. We're gonna work on that, try to get it to match the rest of the wheels. But
Okay.
for now, you know, I decided I wanted to go ahead and present it to you.
You know what it's missing?
What is missing? Tell me what is
Some
missing.
personalized plates.
Personalized plates.
Yeah.
We might have to work on that one. So, yeah. So y'all heard it. Y'all heard it first. So we're gonna have to work on some personalized plates. So, but yeah, we're gonna turn it on and get her to drive it for the first time. So let's do that. We'll get back and we'll see y'all. All right, guys. Here we go. Her first drive. First drive. Hold on. Yeah. There we go. First drive. Oh, she said, okay, first drive, she want to crawl over stuff. She ain't want to get used to the throttle, huh? Look at her. She all in my grass. She know how I feel about my grass. Go ahead. It's powering through the grass. The 2-in-1 ESC short wheelbase crawler doing its thing. Now I did change the shocks on it, so it don't have the stock shocks. So you got a little more flex now. Yeah, I think they do when you got to be rolling though for some reason. That servo need to be changed out. It don't have the strongest servo on it. Or should I say, got the top of the line servo on? My bad. It has the top of the line servo on it. We just had to get you a bigger servo. Get that torque, that big motor. Hold on.